I'm going to answer a lot of questions today, but the first one I'm going to answer is whether or not an unborn baby is alive. This is quite possibly the most important question when it comes to abortion, because if you can answer this question correctly, then you have pretty much everything else lined up, ready to go as far as how you should feel. It just takes a little bit of thinking, but yeah, as long as you can answer whether or not a baby is alive, you can basically work out the rest of your views from there. So what does it mean to be alive? This episode is actually based on a paper that I wrote about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and I'm going to read you a short list that I have in the paper. To be alive is to consume nutrients and convert them into energy, grow, and react to your environment of your own accord. So an unborn baby can't exactly do that last one during certain stages of development because there's just not enough muscle, tendon, bone, whatever. But an unborn baby does grow and consume nutrients and convert them into energy, which is a major part of being alive. I don't know of any kind of creature that does not consume nutrients or produce its own nutrients and convert them into energy in order to live. If you know of one, you can let me know, but if you know of any humans that do that, that rather don't do that, I would be shocked by that miracle because that's not how humans work. So when precisely does a baby's life begin? The answer is at conception, because that is when that baby has its own unique DNA. Conception is when the father's sperm unites with the mother's egg. And when that happens, the new DNA is formed, and that is a whole new person that can then grow into a baby, into a toddler, and so on and so forth. The most obvious sign of life for a preborn human being is growth. If a preborn human being does not display signs of growth, that means that that person is dead. If that person is dead by natural means or accidental means, that would be a miscarriage. If that person is dead because of intentional means, then that would be an abortion. There are a lot of people who would equate abortion with miscarriage care, and that is simply not true. In an abortion, you are intentionally killing a still living human being. In a miscarriage care, you are removing an already dead human being that was dead before you ever went and looked at that person and touched that person.